Welcome back to 5-Minute Finance Tips. Now this video we're going to be talking about cars. Buying a car is one of the hardest and important things that you will do, and you want to make sure you do it right. Watch this video to the end to find out some important things that you need to know and do before you buy a car, whether it's brand new or it's second-hand. The first thing you need to do is do homework on your current requirements. We need to figure out if you need or you want a car. Some people say all cars are wants, but that's not necessarily the case. If you have to take public transport everywhere and it's taking you 3 hours to get to work, that's 3 hours you could be using to do something else more valuable in your life. I would consider that to be a need. But on the other hand, if you're looking to buy a luxury car, then I would consider that to be a want. If you're looking to upgrade, is it due to a growing family or is it the sake of buying a car? This will help you decide what kind of car you want. It will also help you in deciding if the car is to go from A to B, a luxury car, or something in between. Now everyone's in a different journey in their life. Some people can afford to have wants, multiple wants. There's nothing wrong with it. You just need to understand where you are and what you need and what you want. And this leads on to the next thing we need to do. This is to figure out how much car you need or you want, and when the best time to get that car is. What's your current income and net worth? This will help us decide and figure out how much car you can actually afford. So how much car can you afford? You can either pay for your car in cash if you have that amount, but most people take a loan out. As this is a finance channel, I would suggest that you only buy a car when you can afford to do so in cash, or you follow one of the more frugal rules in purchasing a car. However, if you are going to take a loan out, a simple rule of thumb is the 20-4-10 rule. So you may be wondering what the 20-4-10 rule is. The 20-4-10 rule is simply, your car deposit should be at least 20% of the total purchase price. Finance the vehicle for no more than 4 years. You should also aim to keep the total running cost of your vehicle under 10% of your monthly income. This means your principal, your interest, your fuel, your insurance, and all other running costs of your car should come to under 10% of your total monthly income. Another rule is that your car payment should be more than 15% of your net income. Basically, if you earn $100,000 net income, the total yearly repayments of your car should not be more than $15,000, which is 15% of your net income. Another rule of thumb people talk about is keeping the total cost of your car to under 50% of your total yearly income. However, this is just a small sample of rules. If you are a car lover, then it makes more sense to spend a little bit more on your car. It just depends on what kind of person you are and what you value in life. The second thing you need to do is to compare car loans before you go to the dealership. You need to understand how much you can borrow and how much it's going to cost you, and also a range of the current interest rates. Once you're at the dealership, compare the loans that are on offer from the dealership with the banks, and then take the best offer. You will likely be able to find better rates elsewhere, but it's still a good idea to get the dealer's rate as well. The third thing you need to do is check for safety items, fuel consumption, and running costs. This may not save you money in the dealership, but it will save you money in the long run. Car A and Car B could both cost $30,000. Car A could require annual servicing or 15,000 kilometers, whichever comes first, while Car B could require servicing every 6 months or every 10,000 kilometers, whichever comes first. Car A could cost $300 to service, Car B could cost $250 to service. Now you need to figure this out before you go in and make your choice, because these costs will definitely add up in the long run. These are the costs of owning a car, and you need to be aware of these before you actually make the car purchase. The fourth thing you need to do is to make the dealers work for the sale. Make the dealers compete with each other. You're allowed to compare between 2 or 3 similar cars and see which one is better. There is absolutely nothing wrong with going to dealership A and then to dealership B to compare 2 different cars, and to compare what dealership A will offer you and dealership B will offer you. Sometimes a neighboring dealership will offer lowered interest rates or discounts on a comparable car to the car you were considering. It may pay to be flexible and go for a different car, and to always remember you can walk away without saying yes. I'm pretty sure this goes without saying, but make sure you always do a test drive. Never buy a car on the first day you go to the dealership. Make sure you sleep on it at least once and ensure you're happy with the purchase. Make sure you look around a little bit first. Don't get the unwanted extras. This goes without saying, but if you really don't need it, don't get it. Unless it's one of those things that they're just chucking in for free. And still, make sure it really is free. Now the fifth thing, in addition to the previous tips, make sure you consult someone or you take someone who's knowledgeable about cars, preferably a mechanic, someone who have a look at it beforehand and make sure everything is running well and doing well. When you buy a house, you get a building inspector to come in and check it out. So when you buy a car, it's a good idea to get a car inspector to come in, look under the hood and check it out as well. NRMA, your Red Book, they all do this. And the sixth thing is to buy the car at the end of the month or the financial year. This isn't always guaranteed, but it is typically easier to find deals during these time periods. This is because dealerships need to get rid of their stock, especially when new inventory is coming in. And you typically see this being advertised on TV during these time periods as well, especially the end of the financial year and the end of the calendar year. If you're looking to buy a car, I hope this video helped you out a lot. And please watch more videos on this channel to learn more tips about improving your personal finances. Please leave a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.